My name is Tom Moutchi. Why do I love acting? I feel it's the only thing that, apart from God, that fulfills my spirit, my soul. And it's like when you post an Instagram post and you get like 1,000 likes, it's like all those, imagine posting that picture on stage and everyone's there. Those 1,000 people are clapping in front of you. And yeah, man, it's amazing. I can't see myself doing anything else. Me coming from an online background, I was very lucky. I had someone who sponsored me to go drama school. So the minute that came up and someone said, "Yeah, I'll sponsor you," I was like, I'm stopping online, because I know the benefits of it. I'm sure like we've all grown up with people on ends that are amazing footballers and they've messed up their life because they didn't want to follow the path to train. So then again, there's some people that have used online and it's made them amazing people, but I feel like they still had to work back and retrace their steps. There's no way, it doesn't make sense. If we are in a world where if two people get casted for something and this guy has more numbers and they're just as good as each other, they'll pick this guy. But personally me, I feel like the craft will be the bottom line. In terms of short films, television series and films, I personally will pick whatever the good script is. Because in a short film, whether I'm the lead or not, if the story, the context is a story I want to tell, I'll pick it. A TV series, to me, yeah, because you have to look at it as well as it is your craft, it pays your bills. TV is where all the money's at, I'm telling you. And it's knowing that you have season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you have a chance to build a character over years, that is amazing, and it's desirable. Film is essentially what makes you famous. You didn't put theatre in there, because they're saying TV is where you make your money, film is where you become famous, and theatre is where you become good at what you do. So me, it's wherever the script is, whatever it is, as long as if the script pulls me, whether it's TV, short film or film, I'm doing it. What's that audition? What? In terms of BBC's Famalam, I was originally brought in as a writer, so I was still working in Costa, and when I stopped my online persona to focus on drama school, I met up with a writer called Jonathan McQueen, he wrote on Phone Shop, and he said, "I don't think you should stop comedy. Let's meet up. We'll write a show, and I already know the people. We're gonna, make sure the right people see it." But he got like a really big writing gig like a month later, so I had to go back to Costa. And a year later, he just messaged me saying, "My friend's doing a show. He needs funny people. Come in and see what it's like." You get paid like £200 to throw ideas about sketches, something I've been doing for 4 years with no pay. So I was in the room, just like, there was like some huge writers in there. I was just slapping it away, just like blah, 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 blah. To the point where everyone in there went quiet. So I went quiet because I thought, okay, maybe I'm even mad. Then they said, they told my agent, "We really like you. We want you to write on the show. Furthermore, we want you to act in the show." And I was doing a play at the time, and they came to see the play. So it's like, okay, he can act as well. And then, yeah, I was just sending in my ideas. I was getting paid to write and to act. That was my first time doing anything like that. The massive cameras, what I'm trying to say. I'm used to like an iPhone. So I used what I learned in drama school, the professional side of things. And at the same time, what I learned online, like, really helps there, because I was telling the director, on the stuff I wrote, like, this is how I see it, this is how it's gonna work. And Famalam, it actually became a family. Like, all the cast are black, the producer's black, he's the one that got everyone in. Like, I was blessed enough that I didn't audition. That's why I realized that that's where online gave me that thingy. I think that's what people go off. They're like, "Oh, I don't have to audition because I have the numbers." It's because it was tailored to this show. It's a sketch show and I've been doing it. I think every other show, you need to go in the room, bro. In terms of the biggest lesson that I've learned, it was we had a real he was like Merlin. The guy came, the first lesson he came in with like 5 sticks, and we were doing this catch. Like, he was in a circle throwing us sticks, we catch it and throw it back. We never understood. Then we did it blindfolded. He wasn't teaching us how to act. And a month in, he was explaining all of the things we were doing. And some people were throwing the sticks hard, some people couldn't catch, some people didn't mind, some people like hit other people with the sticks. And he was like, that's how people receive lines and take lines. And what would it be if you had no text? Like he was proper like making references, and we did things like, there's 30 people in the class, we'll come to the front one by one and just stand there and just look at everyone. Everyone looks at you, you don't have to do anything. Teaching us how to just be. And it taught me stillness. Like, when you look at a lot of your favorite films, look how many times the actors are still. And when I was doing stuff online, it was very expressive, very big and everything, and I learned how to be still. You learn a lot about yourself. Like, I had fears in acting. I was very self-conscious, of very self-aware. So I learned to leave myself at the door and let the character be. And yeah, I think I'll say stillness. That's what I learned. In terms of creating ideas, how it literally comes to me, my friend Bola Obaje, she kind of taught me how to write. We are what if people, or imagine if. So that's how we work, and we're like, oh, like for example, right now we're writing an idea, and it was just based off weave. We're just looking at, why is this business so big? What can we write about it? How can we make a black person the lead of that? And that spiraled off into opportunities. I can't really say anything right now, but we met up with the right people, and all that stuff is being developed and stuff. And I wanna, if not write, but be in a black sitcom. I know I'm in Famalam right now, and it's like a sketch show, but I mean like a black sitcom, like a Fresh Prince. Not exactly the same, but something like that. And in terms of what I'm working on now, I filmed a film of Anne Hathaway called The Hustle, and I had a small cameo in it. But in terms of everything else, you can't really say anything, but it's very promising. I'm looking to go to the US. So in terms of the US scene and the UK scene, I mean, if you ask any actor, Hollywood or UK, it's quite obvious what everyone will say. I mean, I have dreams. I've always had dreams of, playing in something American. But nowadays, it's the production companies that you really want to, if there's Pinewood here, like we've got big studios too, and there's big TV shows here, but I do want to break out into there. I've been learning the accent and everything, and I'm ready to go over. I'm not necessarily fussy on where I blow up first, because I know it's going to happen. I mean, stories can go anywhere around the world. And it's almost like you go there and you kind of start again. Not that I've got to the height of being someone in the UK, but when you go there, you start at the bottom again, and you're reintroduced. So whatever you knew me for here, they won't know that. So let's say I go do straight work, like I'm a serious actor there, but here they've just known me for comedy. And then before you know it, I look like an all-round actor. I mean, but that's essentially, as an actor, you're a blank canvas. But whatever you start first is what people will think that is your lane. So I think America will give me that break to show that I can do straight work. In the last year, I leveled up by, I did the big three, innit? I did theatre, TV and film. That was something I wanted to get checked off. And I got into a bigger agency because I was at an agency that it was catered to a certain, for grassroots people, and I said I wanted to move up, and I have. So to me, that's me leveling up. In terms of someone coming from online, that was that is in the same position that I was, I believe you have to be very aware of everything that's going on in the industry you want to go to. You have to train 100%. And there's a ceiling that online takes you to, where if you pass it, it's like you're staying here. And if you don't divert off into what you want to do, you will just remain an online personality, and that's where they'll try to box you. So you should know what you want. I've forgotten the first thing I said. Yeah, my mind's actually gone blank. God bless you.
Yeah, anyway,